Mama Tasha, and I make tech videos. In this particular video, we'll be making a directory website. So before I begin with this tutorial, the purpose of me making this video is actually to help you guys get used to the basics of um, Bubble.is. I've made a tutorial on Bubble.is before, and last time it was also kind of similar to this one, where you create a list of text notes or whatever. But this time we're going to do a little bit. We're going to dive a little bit deeper here, and we're going to make a public directory. Now, a directory can be for anything. You can actually make a directory for TV shows, for sports, for products, for news, for anything like directory for properties for real estate, which is really popular, and properties for restaurants, for movies, or anything like that. So we're going to be doing something a little more complicated than just a regular directory, and we'll be coding it from scratch using Bubble.is. Um, and it's kind of odd if you're coming here for the first time. Like you're gonna code this whole little app here, like in one single video, and it sounds funny, but you can actually do it. So the way I'm gonna do this is I'm not gonna do as you can see here. I've sketched out all of these assets on Figma. If you don't know what Figma is, pretty much it's a UI uh, mock-up designing tool. So what I did, I just sketched out everything that I have to do. First thing is I've talked about Figma in my last tutorial, which is about tools for UI designing. Don't have to worry about all of this. What I did is before I begin, I thought of sketching things up so I don't think while I'm developing stuff. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to create a directory website which lets users submit locations and others come in both those locations. So for example, when I'm going on a vacation, there are places where I miss out. So what I do is I'll make a directory where people can come in and submit their location and say this place is really cool. Come visit this place, and they'll submit the place. And if somebody you can just describe the place, and then if somebody comes to that same place, they can actually upvote that place or share the locations. You can see this here. Now you can modify this concept in your needs. This is going to be purely for educational purposes. So what I did is first of all I went on and exported a lot of these assets. Normally my videos are really big, so what I'm going to do is when I'm designing stuff or doing something repetition, I'm doing some repetition. What I'll do is simply go and do time lapse in this video, so I don't waste your time as well. So let's get started up with Bubble.is. Where the hell is that? Yeah, I went to Bubble.is here and then create a new application. For those of you who don't know what Bubble.is is, I wanted to add one point before I begin. I'm really sorry I did that of doing that. I'm sorry if you can see me. All right, so I keep it like this as well, so you guys can see when I'm doing some expressions. So what you need to do is what Bubble.is is that it's a visual programming in this application creation tool. For those guys, especially out there who have little or no experience with programming. You'll have logic building, definitely, kind of like Game Salad and other tools that we've talked about earlier. So what you can do with uh, Bubble.is is, okay, one question that not a lot of people would normally begin with, or something that might not sound that important, but it's really important, is when you go out to a professional developer, they will say that Bubble.is is not an ideal tool because on the longer run, what if these people discontinue? Uh, to which my answer is, to the best of my knowledge, Bubble.is just started up so they won't quit. And more importantly, I read it somewhere on their first frequently asked questions that if they decide to discontinue these kind of services, because a lot of these kind of services have the history of being discontinued. Uh, yeah, they're tools like Firebase and sorry, not Firebase, Parse, which is discontinued. So and they have a pricing plan which you have to go ahead and create purchase if you want to go create a full startup. And Bubble has Ice has a really nice way of marketing this tool here. They say you actually go ahead, you can go create your own startup with this, which actually is. You can actually go create your own startup. So I'm gonna go ahead and click on start with a blank page. Let's get started. This application assistant, don't say close assistant because it has a really hard time. It takes a little long time to um, edit this later. So if you can't, just go fill this up right now itself. Okay, go next step. Um, There's full width if you want to have full width. I'll keep it centered itself. If you want to do mobile, you can do mobile. For now, you can do only web application that can be responsive on the phone. But I guess if you submit your application to Bubble.is team, they will actually compile this in the form of an app and give you back. I don't know how far that works well, but I want to go ahead and select material design. If you don't know what material design is, it's pretty much the design, uh, what can I say, guidelines or design, yeah, guidelines of the Android operating systems. So go on, okay, next step. And if you want to have any plugin, you can do that. I guess we don't need any plugin for now. If you don't know what plugins are, this is pretty much third-party integrations with your application. So now I don't think so I'll be needing any of this. Maybe if your application needs some things like PayPal or API or all this stuff, you can do all that stuff if that's what you want to know. You can see there are tons of APIs, and you can also go create your own API as well. Um, so let's go ahead. Do I really need anything? I don't think so. I need anything for now. You can add this later as well. But yeah, so that's it about the application assistant. Now the first thing I want to know is, oops, okay. First thing I want to do is here. I want to go ahead and build a UI here. So I have got all of this exported in the form of pictures, certain things like which I can't do. I've got all of this colors and everything. Let me go ahead and mark the colors up. Okay, you don't really have to think about this, but the UI is terrible, though I just have to do this for making things fast. So I'll just go ahead and do this really quick. Um, what's the color of that thing? Alright, the color here. So what I'm gonna first of all, I'm gonna go ahead and set up the scene. To double click on the scene to again bring up this section here. You can also bring up things like mobile version of this thing can have a different page and all that stuff. Page title. This page is a native app if that's what you want to do. But that thing requires certain things that you need to remember. Background color. I want to have a flat color here. I'm gonna go ahead and change the background color here. If you don't have this sort of grid, it's really useful. We have you go ahead and click on this here, this part, grid, and then go ahead and select snap elements to grid. That is kind of really important when you're actually building the UI because so that the elements go and stick in the right place. Now I'm gonna and drag an image here. This is my home page, so I don't really have a lot of information here. What the hell is my image here? I dragged it. Alright, so it's not perfect center. I don't know how I'm gonna do this whole application in this single video, but we'll try. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and upload the image. Okay, I hope things don't. Oops. Alright, export virtual assets. Alright, we have the header main. I hope things don't burn out. When I'm building the UI, I feel like I want to skip the whole part, but if I do that, oops, it looks weird. Alright, so let's go ahead and resize that a little bit smaller, make it a little bit smaller. Alright, so we'll put it over here. If you want the assets to all of this, you can download it, but the best way is just put in your logo. All of this stuff is your own stuff. So building your UI stuff is important. Okay, what if I could just do this time-lapse thing here, and I'll skip to the login page. So I'll just build this page real quick. This is my home page. You can have some explanation about what your app does and stuff like that. Then I'll do that stuff. Oh, okay. Well, hold on a second, guys. So what I'm doing here is, if I want to have the login button here, I want the red color. So if I want to do that, all I can do is double click on it and click on edit style over here. And then you can actually go create another style, but for now I'll be using a constant style, so I'll go ahead and use the same stuff here. Oops, I'll overwrite the stuff. Oh, come on. Alright, I'll use the same thing here and change the font to like Monster Large, my favorite one here. Oh, come on, man. art. Alright? 500. I guess that'll do. Alright, that's oh, it's taking a long time. Let's go ahead and create another page here. First is for login. Go click on the page visible, add a new page, login, and this one is going to be the first time I'm going to create a login page, so I don't have anything that's similar. So I don't want to clone anything here. As you can see, already have a login. That looks cool. Just explore it. The next thing I want to do is you can go click on the full page section here instead of center. I remember seeing that somewhere. Alright, so you got the login here. Let's go ahead and create the new login page. Login. Alright, so we have the login part here. Now go ahead and oops. So I want to go ahead and copy the code here. I will go ahead and double click here and alright, so I'll keep that way. Next thing I want to do is I want to go ahead and bring up the button. Login. Let's keep it at that. I'll just bring it up. Alright, so next thing I'm going to go ahead is login. Boom. So this is going to be the login page. Let's go edit section. And we're going to have the background. Instead of flat color is none, I can edit styles here. Alright, so I think this will be better. No borders. Alright, so okay, on the section here, I'm gonna go ahead and select the content format as password, and this one as username. Alright. Oops, selecting that. Alright, email is email. Alright, I'm typing your email and the password. Come on. Alright, so when you're typing in, you can actually see things happening there. So for now, I'm just leave it as it is. I'm gonna have a checkbox, which is pretty much the remember me stuff. You can down here. That's pretty much from my index page. Say already have an account. Sorry, this one is supposed to be already have an account. It's supposed to be don't have an account, right? Don't have an account, right? That's going to be for registration. We have the login. Let's see if we can have that copy paste that stuff, and hope that'll work. And that's the username, everything here. user interface built on now. Now, next thing is I'm going to go ahead and log in now. So log in, double click, start edit workflow. For logging in, you gotta say click an edit action, account, log the user in. So okay, now the email is going to be, okay, we'll talk about it later. So for the email, we created an input called email. That'll be the email text will be depending on what you put on the placeholder. So if email is going to be mandatory, so Bubble.is does not accept username or anything of that sort. So password, input passwords as value. So that now, if you want to stay logged in, all right. Even remember me, you're gonna go to remember checkbox. Remember me. If that is checked, then I'll be remembered. Otherwise, no. If you want to stay logged in or not, like you can have another checkbox for that as well. If you want to have that, you want to give users that option as well. Signing up can be putting up another page. You can actually do signing up the same way, but let's not overload stuff with the same page. So let's go ahead and create another page here. But don't worry, this time I'll be cloning it from the user login page. I'm gonna call it sign up. Create. Now watch what happens here is that everything from this page gets copied out to the other page, but it's just a different page. Now I will be needing some additional information on my sign up. So come on, like. Alright, so this is sign up page here. So this is going to be sign up. Come on, man. Alright, double click on it. Sign up. This, I hope I'm not gonna already have an account. Alright, so this one is gonna be already have an account. It's gonna be leading to the login page. Everything else is the same. I don't need anything else. Okay, by the way, what are the information that I need? For signing up, I just need these two information. That's enough for me. So this is my sign up page. The only difference is pretty much just that in the case of logging in, you'll say you don't have an account, so register. In the case of registration, you already have an account, so go back to login. So those are the two buttons here. Think about the interface here. Now, if you go down here on the data set is pretty much what the information or the data is that I'll be collecting and using in my application. So apologies. So in my application, I'll be having a email, password, and residence, which I'm not going to do in this particular thing. So I'll go strike this thing up. Just forget it. All right. Uh, so what I'm gonna do is instead of residence. Oh, that's one thing. We'll have users and we'll have location, which is pretty much the data or the directory. It's going to be a list of things. So location is going to have a name. They're going to have a description. They're going to have map values, which is pretty much a location, and likes, which people are going to be voting up and down. All right. So that'll be it. So now signing up. When they sign up, they will go ahead and have nothing more than that. So the next thing I do is double click on sign up. Go and start edit workflow. You want to instead of saying this, you're going to delete that. You're going to go to account, sign the user up now. This is note on the sign up page, not on the login page. So this is a different sign up here. So it just copied all the attributes from the login. So now you have to go create another one. Email is going to be from the input email, s value, passwords, input passwords, s value. That way now you got the password and login, and I will click on it. When the button is clicked, this thing will be validated and gone. Okay, that's about sign up now. This thing will have to lead to sort of workflow that is going to be leading you to another page here. That page will be index, right? When you go click on already have an account, so that's going to be the login page. And this one don't have an account, right? So this is don't have an account. I'm gonna do that. Alright, so I'm gonna double click on it. Start a workflow. When you click on it, you say you want to navigate to a page which is sign up. See, if you don't have an account, you go to the sign up page. Otherwise, you stay there pretty much. So that will be about it. I guess the index page is long that as well. Start a workflow. You're gonna log in. You're gonna log into the page here, which is log in, and you don't have an account. So edit workflow, and you're going to be navigating to the sign up page. Yes, that is it. So that is about signing in and logging in. You're done with the login part, which is pretty much, I guess, 15 minutes or so. The remaining time just was just talking there. And the next thing I want to do is now we're going to go to the listing page, which is pretty much the no, let's go and create the ad page. Okay, no, like the listing page. Alright, I'm gonna clone from any of these because I want the header and all of these things to be coming as it is. I don't want to go recreate the UI stuff again. I'm gonna go click on create now. Uh, this is my listing page. It'll come up now. So this is my listing page. This is how it's supposed to look, but I don't think I'll be able to create it that sophisticated. I'll try my best though. So the first thing I need is this over here. So I guess we're on the listing page. Where's the listing? Listing here. So this is a listing page, although we now gotta after the login or sign up, this is where they have to go. Alright? So the one thing we need is after they're logged in, this page is only for exclusively only for members. So now this is what it's going to be. As you can see here, logout has that button. That's what I'm gonna go ahead and click on, double click on it, say log out. Alright, so the next one is going to be the ad page where they're going to add their listings. For now, let's go ahead and keep that as the success thing. Although it's not the same thing, let's keep it info button. Let's keep it this way for now because although it's green here. So now don't have an account. So yeah, if you want to preview it, you can go preview it for now. Let's go ahead and keep making stuff. Now we need to have something called repeating group, which is pretty much your data here. You're gonna have oops, I iterated two. Oh, okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and drag this as much as I can, but it doesn't matter because it's gonna be a repeating group, so it's gonna keep going down and down. So I have two columns, and an infinite number of rows. So I'm gonna go ahead and configure that, and you can see this little that dotted line there. That pretty much is, double click on it, and you can see that separator here. That's called a dash separator, just to differentiate between different list items. Now I'm gonna go ahead and click on the separator as none. I don't want any separator there, but just to show you guys that there's a separator between, we'll actually show you in the editor here. We have the grid to help you guys develop stuff more, and that's just help you guys out there. Now we're gonna have a couple of things here. Double click again. We have two columns here, so I'm gonna call it two columns, and the layout style as full list. That's pretty much like apply the max width when the page is stripped. I guess that we need that option. All right, so the type of content, we'll do that in a while now. That's it will not actually let you run the code, I guess, because it'll give you 7 issues now. I have a lot of issues, but don't worry, we'll clear that now. For now, we have to go ahead and check out our data set. Now, go to the data tab here. Now, we're going to go ahead and create a new type here called location and click on create. This is by far the most important part of Bubble.is. You don't have to do any SQL connection, don't have to do any middleware connecting your service, signing up with different APIs and doing all that stuff here. Bubble.is takes care of all of those. I think it's the premium service or the premium package of Bubble.is costs $19, which otherwise if you're going to sign up with Amazon, it's going to cost a lot more. I don't know how they're managing stuff like that. But anyways, go click on the new type called location. And as you can see, the information that I need about my location is I want a name, a description, where the place it is, and the like. So I'll go create all those now. First, the field name is a title. So no, name. Alright, the field type is, what's that? It's actually a name, so it's just a text. Although it's a list of items, as in different users have different names for different locations. It's not a list. List is more like a grocery list, okay? So every user can have a list of things that you want to do if that's what you need. We don't need that now. Let's go create. That can be something like a gallery where that multiple listing being used there. Create another field now. We need another field called description, which is also a text field. And I'm going to create a field now. The other thing is location. I just call this, not location, let's call this now map val, which is actually a map value. So I'm gonna go ahead and say geographic address. That's the place where that's the place where the location is, whatever it is. And the next thing is likes, likes, and that's gonna be a number. Create, right? So now, um, if you want to have, like for instance, different users have different information, like for different applications. Like for example, if you're creating an application, like a social network or something, you might need some additional data types or some things like your about address and stuff like that. If you want to have all those data attached with the user, you can attach this over here. So it depends. You have to go and first prepare all your data sets. What are the things that you need? What are the information that you need? What are the kind of all of these sketch of things up so you guys can will have everything planned out. Okay, so we'll go to design here, and now what I'll do it now is I will put out my image here, which is pretty much the I'll go drag and drop that image, just simple as that. I'll put it like this. Now this is my preview image here. I guess that looks awkward though. I'll just leave it like that. So they will have a preview image of that property or the location, and we will have a text, which is first of all going to be the title, and we're also going to have copy paste. I just copy paste that, and I'll have a description, okay, and we will also have a button, which is going to, as you can see down there, you can see all the copies that have been created. Uh, so I can just go ahead and say something like, um, let's show this. What's that text I put over there? Show location, right? So we're gonna have things like show location, alright? And this is going to be an info button. That's the kind of style we chose. And we're gonna have a like button, which is going to be very similar to the red button. So I'm gonna go ahead and click on plus. I'll just keep it +1 for now, but actually, you know what this means is like if you can see here, in my mockup, what I've done is I've decided that uh, there's going to be a new like here. Everything in this total list will be uh, like they'll go um, like they'll pretty much be in the order of the likes, kind of like Reddit or Product Hunt, where people go click on likes and depending on the likes it comes up. But actually for this kind of an application you will actually need more than that. It's not just about likes, it's about um, okay, it's about the location because if for example one landmark is in England and if you're from England, the next place can be for example if one place is going to be from England, fortunately the best case scenario, the next place can be from Russia. Who's going to go visit a place in Russia? Who's going to be interested in that? So I think you're going to be sorting this list not just on the basis of likes, but on the basis of location. Now those are advanced things, which I guess in such a short amount of time, but we don't really have the time to do that. For now, let's just sort these things on the basis of likes. So I'm gonna select style as a standard button, which is pretty much the red thing, just to distinguish stuff. Now we're gonna have the style as the heading 2, and this one is as it is. I'm just gonna leave that and change that to white color. This one to white. Edit style, white, and oops, the font, everything to Montserrat. Alright, so everything to Montserrat there. This one to Montserrat. Montserrat. I also like Montserrat 400, which is those brackets a little pretty much the weight of the text there. So that's what they are. Even this one, I would change the font of this to Montserrat so that everything is consistent. I guess I'll do. Oh, alright, let's leave it like that. So this is pretty much my grid. Now, the next thing is, let me just map this thing out. Everything will be copied, don't worry about it. These things are faded because if you make any changes here, everything else will be reflected. Okay, Now, the next thing I want to do is I guess I have 8 issues here. What are the issues here? Okay, those things are alright. Password. Okay, I guess I didn't do that. Which page is this? Alright, so that, don't worry about this. That's not a problem, just delete it. I'll tell you guys what I have to do. Just forget about all of those things, okay? You have a lot of issues here, don't worry about it. Um, so, we have the add button here and the logout button. Double click on logout and select start edit workflow. If you had anything here, just delete it. It should be fresh as this. Click here to add action. We're gonna go click on account and log the user out. That's it. Nothing else to do. If you want to add here, we're gonna add another page here called add. Wait, press that. Add a new page. Call it add. And add is pretty much a data entry stuff, which I guess we've already made that in the sign up page. We just have to alter the UI a little bit there. So let's add the add page there. We're gonna have some issues again, mind you. On the add, where's the add page? All right, we have the add page here. On the add page, we'll have it like this. Okay, so we're gonna have a no password, no remember me, no cancel. We're gonna have two things here. So we're gonna have the double click on this, say add, and we're gonna have the cancel. All right, and we're gonna have a kind of a split view. This one is going to be not email. This one is going to be text, and the placeholder is going to be name of the place. Okay, this is going to be the name of the place, and he's going to have some multi-line input, which is a paragraph-like thing, pretty much very similar to the text input, but I'm going to go ahead and put it like this, like that. Double click on cancel, start a workflow, info button, just keep it like that. Simple as that. Alright, so double click on this, placeholder, description. Okay, not description. Let's keep it something interesting. Description is boring. Let's keep it something like um, what did you find interesting about this place? Alright, so that's about it. Now, if you can just play around with these options here, the conditional statements are pretty much like you want to get this option to appear only when certain things are true, certain things are not true. This is kind of similar to JavaScript, okay? So now let's go ahead and see if everything's alright. Okay, edit the style. That white stuff is really boring for me, so I'm gonna go ahead and click on the background style as none. That'll make it look a lot better. Now let's go ahead and I can't select all those. I have to go select each of them by pressing Shift and selecting all those, putting over here. Snap them up to grid. Okay, you can get that grid feeling. All right. The next thing I'm gonna have is a map, which on the palette you can find the map here. Where's map? Alright, I guess I have a map here. Yeah, we have a map here. Just drag and drop it. Alright, just make sure it's properly sized out, just enough space here. Now double click on it. You want to get the location of where the user is. So you want to go click on that. Click on mark address and go down here and select something called current geographic position. That's it. Pretty much you got the current location. Now you want to select the initial zoom to as much as you can. I'll click on 19. That will give me the exact location where I am. Um, I don't want to allow users to type in where they're located. Let the application figure it out itself. Okay, that will get the market address, and I don't have any logic for this. Pretty much that's it. So that'll be it, I guess. So we have another page here actually. Sorry, not a page. Copy paste it here. We have a logout button here. All right, so I'm gonna just put it over here. Double click on it. Say logout. Start edit workflow. Select that account. Log the user out. Let's keep it as simple as that. And you also, by the way, you want to actually do after, so you're gonna go to navigation, go to the page. You want to go to the index page after you log out, because otherwise people won't even know that they're logged out. Okay, so you can have another page dedicated for logout users, logged in users, and that's what you want to do, like kind of like Facebook does. So it's logout, cancel. All right, everything's cool on the UI side. Let's go ahead and double click on add. Click on start edit workflow. All right, so this is not signing the user up. We're not signing any user up now. Click here to edit action. Uh, and the first thing you want to do is go to the data things and then click on create a new thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save the data to my uh, server or like database. So that's kind of, if you would have heard of these terms before, I guess. So we're going to the type as location. We're going to save a location type item. So click on set another field. We're going to save a couple of things now. So to the database. First thing is we're going to save the name. We're going to save the map value. Okay, yeah, the map value, and we're going to also save the description. The likes, I guess, we can save that to 0. That'll be it. Alright, because initially it's going to be 0, and then they're going to go up and up. Okay, always the likes has to be started from 0, but then if they click on +1, it has to increase by 1. So the name is going to be insert dynamic data. Click on that, and you're going to be clicking on the name of the place as value. Pretty much what is the value that is input on that little text box. The map value, we'll do that little right now. Description, the same thing. Um, Multi-line inputs, where did you find that thing? As value. That's it. Map up. Now you saved the name and the description. If you now go and preview it, if you don't have the maps in your directory, you can actually check it out. Your application will work flawlessly, except for a couple of issues that we simply just clone from the other section. You have to go and delete certain sectors, which we just copied. I'll tell you guys what I mean by that. Uh, since I cloned the page just to not waste my time on the UI side, certain even the code just copied. Okay, so map value, click on that, and the map A, click on that. Current marker. I guess it's current address. I guess I need the current marker. I need the current marker. Okay. No. Let's say I want address. Let me just get the address for now. All right. Now, then what else would I need? That's it. I want to save now. When I click on add, oops. Yeah. By the way, after you save all this, you want to go to the next page here, which is going back to the previous page. We don't know which page it is, so we're going to go to the index and say listing page. You don't want to send any data here. Okay, click on cancel, edit workflow. What does cancel have to do? It simply has to go to the previous page, which in this case listing. Let's be more specific. Listing page. Now we have the add page done, which is pretty much the whole point of it. Now let's go to the listing here. I guess this is the part which is a lot confusing. Now, when you double click on this, they're going to go to type of content as location. All of this is these repeating groups. All of these items show one data set. That is location. Now, this one will display the name of it. One will display the description of it. One will display how many likes this thing has. One will display one part of that particular card will display different sectors of it. So the data source, I'm going to select the data source as click on that and say do a search for, and the type as location. I'll tell you guys what is actually happening here is it's pretty much going to sort these items. I want to sort these items based on, what did I say, likes. You can also have, like I said, as many sort fields as I want to. You can also just say that the map value is distance from the current users. You can do that stuff. I don't remember exactly what that thing is. Current page jump, current geographic positions. Is It'll be it. Formatted address. Alright, descending. With descending, yes. If you want it descending, you can do that as well. That will do the sorting for you. How do you want to sort this? How do you want to sort this particular the listing here? So initially there's going to be no values because we didn't test anything out. I'm gonna go click on close. Uh, let's close this up for now. If you actually test it now, I'm sorry, your application will still not work because it still has another issue, and that is, what does this edit mean? Double click on it and click on edit, insert dynamic content, sorry, dynamic data. Yeah. So it's a current sales location. What is current sales location? This is your whole repeating groups, and this is a single cell like in your Microsoft Excel. So each of these are from the data set called location. Now, current sales location, which is the data set, now location has multiple parameters, like it has names, likes. Well, what do you want to display in this particular name place? You want to display the name value. That's it. Now instead of this bloody thing that says current sales location stuff, you will not see all those when you preview the thing. You will only see the location. Okay. Click on the directory. Now, sorry, the description. Click on this. Insert dynamic data. Now click on the current sales locations. Uh, Description. Alright, so I want to do that. Now, the next thing I want to do is plus 1. Now, hold on a second. Uh, Plus 1 is like how many likes this guy got. So I'm going to go on plus 1, click on plus, insert dynamic data here. How many pluses has he got? Okay, so for now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and say current sales locations, likes, which initially is 0. So if you click on the plus 1, what will happen is become like it will add. So I'm gonna go ahead and start edit workflow. When he's gonna click on that button, I'm gonna say click on edit and action. I'm gonna say data things. Uh, Make changes to a thing. You want to say change that thing to change. Current sales locations um, is likes plus 1. Oops, sorry, index plus 1. Hey, oh wait, come on. I just go and delete this man. Oh, let's go. Should I go and not have this thing itself? Data things. Make changes to list of things for any things. Let's go and keep that as it is for now. Let's keep things as it is. Should we do that thing up? Alright, let's keep it as it is for now. I'll show the description of likes, but how many likes that if it clicks on it has to go increase the likes. So we'll do that a little while now. If you can go ahead and preview the page now. Before I do that, let's go back to the index page here. Click on preview now. Let's see how things work, okay? So, alright, so we have the login. The green stuff is boring. Actually, you have to go and edit the styles on that particular part. Double click on this and say conditional when the button is hovered, how we want to look at and stuff like that. Click on edit. You can see here when you conditional statement, you can see how the background color has to look and stuff like that. If you want to do it, you can do all that stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and create an account here for the first time because I don't have an account. So let's create an account. Alright, so I want to say, alright, so click on remember me, sign up. Okay, so it's a sign up. I guess we never added the redirect option there. Click on sign up here. The appearance, click on start edit workflow. We didn't allow it to navigate to the page here called listing, which is listing is kind of our home page, right? So even here, navigation, go to page, destination, I want a listing. Alright, so if you have any issues here, check when you've cloned anything, make sure, for example, if you're on the listing page, you have not copied the sign up or that little email and password stuff is not copied there. If it's there, just go ahead and go start a workflow and delete that stuff which says sign the user up if it's on the listing page, because in the listing page you don't have signing up option there. Alright, so if you login, not the user in, you wanna go to the login page, you wanna go to the navigation page, to the listing. Alright, so that's the login section there. Let's go now to the already have an account. It's like 4 o'clock now. When I started, if you remember, I guess the time was somewhere around 3:10. Right? So I'm gonna put my email there. I don't remember the password, man. Shit. So password was something like this, I guess. Login, dude, login. Right. So, oh, it's my email location. All right, I got my location, and now it's gonna sort things up, but I don't have anything here. Oh shit, I didn't map that stuff in. Let's go to location here. This thing, sorry. Click on edit, start edit workflow. When you click on it, you want to go to the page, which is the add page. Okay. I guess we did that for logout as well. Log the user out and then navigate to the page, which is the index page. All right. So I guess we have two issues. What's this source? Oh yeah, I didn't forget dynamic image. You click on the insert dynamic source, and where's I? Okay, current sales locations. Where's where's? Oh, we didn't. We never added an image uploader, did we? Oh, we didn't have an image. Okay, shit. Sorry, guys. We need to have an image here. On the edit section, we need to have an image here. We can have the image uploader, picture uploader. That's not a problem. Don't worry about it. Just add it here. All right. So you can edit the style of it later. Um, you can say click to upload an image. Let's go ahead and leave it as it is now. So, like, let me go ahead and make this look at least a little bit better before I just go click on edit on the add section. Start edit workflow. You want to save. Go to the create a new location, which is basically you want to save another attribute. Click on set another field. We want to have on the data set, on the location, we also need to have a preview image, okay? That's preview image. The field type as image, all right? Create that, leave it as it is. Now let's go back to the start workflow, edit style, sorry, not edit style. The add section, start edit workflow, create a new location, likes, just below likes we have the preview image. That is going to be from the picture uploader's S value. So whatever the image that he uploads, that is going to be saved as well. Now let's go back to the listing page here. And on the design side, let's click on this, current sales locations. On the dynamic image here, click on that, insert dynamic data. Uh, you're going to be looking in for current sales locations, preview image. It's just going to be fetched from the database. So I'm going to preview again now. Don't worry, you don't have to log in, I guess, now. Go click on add. Let's go ahead and test things up now. Alright, so it's going to fetch my address just like that. We never actually added the here. Let's go ahead and do something here. You can go click on an upload an image if you want, but that's optional again. So that will upload an image. You have certain restrictions on how much you can save and stuff like that. Just remember how much you can do. Click on add now. That saves the address as well. Like if you want to go, click on show location. You want to go ahead and select a start edit workflow. You want to go ahead and when the show location is clicked, you want to go to the navigation. All right, now you want to let's go ahead and open an external page website. Insert the dynamic data. You're going to go to the locations map value. I guess that will open up the address. Let's test it out. All right. Now if I go and add, did I save it or no? All right, let's test it out now. Data source, locations, everything's perfect. Location's name. We have one issue here. What's that issue? Go to the page, index. When already have, oh yeah, we have one stupid thing here. What is this? On the sign up page, oh, we have two redirects. Okay, I guess that's the issue we are gonna fix. We got all issues fixed now. let's go name of the place name. Right, it's something here. We're gonna add. I guess all of these locations are. Oh, right. And refresh this page. You can add. Let's go and add now. Let's see if that location is added there. Oh my god, what's happening here? Alright, so everything's fine here, but why is it not coming? Oh yeah, we got it. We gotta click on show our location. It's going to that particular address. So everything's working fine, but click on the show location. Saying open external website, so instead of that, I'm gonna go ahead and alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and alright, the likes was not working, and the locations wasn't working. But locations, these two things, I guess. Alright, let's go ahead and click on current sales location. I just leave it like that. That will not work out anything. If I click on plus now, it won't work out anything. But the directory is working fine. Everything else should be working fine. If I click on logout, it should display the data set now. As you can see, it displays all of those. Plus one will not do anything. Although, yeah. If I click on location, it will actually go to that address. But yeah, let's go ahead and log out now. That'll be pretty much it for my application. Alright, so I don't have an account. Everything was fine. Oh shit, man. Okay, thank you guys for watching. Um, it's been like 1 hour of this. This is the longest video like I've made thus far. Let me get yeah, but yeah. So that's it, guys. This is like the longest episode I've made thus far, and probably if I've added some time lapse, maybe this could be a shorter video. I don't know, but you learn how to create a directory website from scratch. We have some troubles even now, but I guess I'll figure that out myself. Um, and you have the Bubbles forums website. Um, you have the forum section here. If you go to development live, you can deploy that. But you have the help section. You have the go back to the Bubbles website here. You have this forum section here, and you have a section of all the tutorials. As you can see here, bubble interface, doing all that stuff here. So I'll try to open source this thing. As you can do something like you guys can go clone this application on your own and do something here. Just ignore this stuff here. You, I don't know if I may do that, but yeah. So basically, I guess you'll learn how things work on Bubble.is. You guys can solve some of the bugs that I encountered and try to help me out as well. I may not launch this application on my public page. I've actually not used this for any of my clients so far. Although some of my clients have come to me and told me like, "Can you create an application using Bubble.is?" I told I can. But yeah, this is all it is. So you can go create a lot of the cool applications. Now this one is a directory website. Um, like I said, I designed stuff first. Like I didn't talk about designing stuff in the last tutorial. It was about how to use the UI designing tool, but I'll do that in a little while now. I did a lot of talking this. Well, sorry for rambling too much, but let's just conclude this. I'll make a lot of more tutorials about Bubble.s in the future, probably like other applications, but this one is like by far like the most popular or important and the most basic tutorial that you can create, because it's basically about posting stuff online, creating a database and stuff like that. This is the most important step that anybody has to learn about Bubble.is. So if you found this tutorial useful, please be sure to subscribe, like this video, and visit my website, because it's been 1 hour since I've started this video. So I'll see you guys in another video very soon.